Anissa Coy here with Firehouse Education and this week's Ask Anissa video column. And this week, I'm actually going to be answering many people's emailed and text questions that have been sent to me over the past few days. Today is actually, at the filming of this video is March 17th. It has been definitely some very unprecedented and unique times in our country and actually in our world right now. We are all dealing with a lot of unknowns. And so that has everyone a little bit concerned and, scared and honestly, maybe not thinking clearly all of the time. And so what I want to do with this week's video is, again, I have received so many emails and text messages and even phone calls from people asking questions. And the biggest question that I'm getting pretty much across the board from everybody is, how do you think we can use this opportunity? Or, what do you think as a restoration company we can do to be out there in the front lines? And I don't, first off, want to make anybody feel bad for wanting to know about getting in on an opportunity. I know that everyone who has had contact with me, for the most part, this industry is full of amazing, caring people that want to help. And they know that this is what we do, right? We're restorers. We come in times of unknown and fear and emergency, and we take care of things and make it better. So everyone who came at me with this question or came to me with this question was definitely coming from a good space and place. So I don't want it to be any, hate going on this video that, oh my gosh, there's restorers out there wanting to just make, profit on this terrible situation. Because is that not what restorers are? Is people who come in when there is difficult, tough situations that others don't know how to deal with, nor are they equipped to deal with, and we help. And because we do that and we make money for doing that, doesn't mean we're bad people. So that being said, there's also a ton of restorers out there that are just giving and helping in their communities. And to all of you out there, there's two things I want to say before I go into this week's Ask Anissa is, one, please be safe. Please be safe. Take care of yourself and your families and your employees first and foremost. Know what PPE gear you should be wearing and have it and wear it. And guess what? If you are one of those that don't have PPE gear because you ran out because of this extreme circumstance that we're dealing with, then you're done. You cannot go out there and put yourself and your employees at risk and do this work right now. Okay? You'll have to find other ways to help, but don't go out there with proper PPE. And the second thing that I want to say is, these are tough times, even for those of us in this industry, when we are trained and we are equipped and geared to handle these kind of situations. This is what we do. Again, we come into bad situations and we help people out because we're trained and equipped to do that. But that doesn't mean that maybe you're not stressed and that maybe you're getting concerned and you're worried about running out of basic necessities and things. So just everybody take a deep breath. Know that you're not alone. There's a big community in the restoration industry out there, and there's great resources, which I'm going to talk about at the end of this video, that I want you all to reach out to and just keep yourselves in that hopeful state. Okay. And again, people think that, we do this in this industry, so why would we get discouraged or feel down? Well, because it's really hard, because we're dealing with a lot of other people in mass communities that are panicking and freaking out right now because they don't know how to handle a situation. They're not equipped for that. So that being said, I want to put a caveat at the beginning of this video. At the time that this video was made, March 17th, it's going to air out a few days after that. Things are changing and very fluid right now in this situation. That means daily and sometimes hourly things can change. So if you're watching this video a week from now or 6 months from now, I don't know, will it pertain? I still think this is some very great advice. I don't care how things are going or how long things go in this circumstance. What I'm going to talk to you about, I hope you really, really take to heart. So here's the thing. There are so many companies out there right now that I have seen, great qualified, trained, large and small restoration companies out there advertising in ways that are going to get themselves in trouble. They're not only misleading, but it's actually illegal to say some of the things that I'm seeing you guys put on your Instagram, on your Facebook, on your social media posts. Don't put things out there unless you know that it's okay for you to say them in this kind of situation. So what I did was I did some searching. And right now what I want to do is I want to share with you some definitions, words that I'm seeing be used out there in the industry. So first off, I want to share the definition of sanitize. Sanitize is make clean and hygienic. Definition of sterilize. Make something free from bacteria or other living microorganisms. The next definition I want to share with you is disinfect. Clean something, especially with a chemical, in order to destroy bacteria. Now, I'm seeing a whole lot of people putting marketing out there, showing pictures of their restoration company fogging with a mist baby toys at a nursery or a church and using terms like disinfect, sterilize. Now, remember, sterilize is make something free from bacteria or other living organisms, and disinfect is to clean something, especially with a chemical, in order to destroy a bacteria. Now, if you're doing this and then in that statement on your marketing, you are saying to kill or prevent the coronavirus, that's not okay, guys and gals, at all. You can't make a claim like that. We don't know at this point what will actually kill COVID-19. So, and by the way, I'm seeing a whole variance here. There's coronavirus and COVID-19 and SARS. Like, I'm seeing all these different terms being used, and these are all different viruses, by the way. Okay. So when you claim something will kill and destroy, and you can sterilize a facility for COVID-19 or coronavirus, you are making a claim you can't back up. And because of some scams and potentially misleading advertising that's going on out there in the internet, guess who is involved? The FTC, the Fair Trade Commission. The FTC is serious, and the FDA, about claims that are being made by companies saying that they can kill or prevent or clean the coronavirus, okay? And COVID-19 or SARS or whatever term that you're using. And I want to read to you directly from an emergent notice put out by the FDA and FTC about they've shut down 7 different companies in the United States and Canada over this and given them warning letters. Now they have 48 hours to comply, respond, fix the problem, meaning taking all this wording off or any of this marketing or media, or they can actually be fined huge, and there can also be criminal ramifications on this, you guys. It's serious stuff, okay? So one of the things that they said, here's what the FDA is telling companies. You should take immediate action to ensure that your firm is not marketing and does not market in the future products intended to diagnose, mitigate, prevent, treat, or cure COVID-19 that have not been approved, cleared, or authorized by the FDA. I went on Instagram, you guys, today, and I saw so many claims from restoration companies saying, and I'll read them directly here. Thank you, blank, for allowing us to sterilize and protect your facility as a preventative measure against coronavirus. Here on another restoration company's Instagram, we follow CDC and EPA protocols. Keep your property clean and disinfected during the coronavirus outbreak. We've been helping clients disinfect their property, reducing the spread of illnesses among large workplaces and public spaces. Contact blank today for sanitation services at your doctor's office, retail store, supermarket, church, restaurant, or school. Now, that wasn't too bad, but then what did they do? Hashtag coronavirus, hashtag COVID-19. So these kind of marketing pieces, you guys, is going to get you in a lot of trouble. Heaven forbid somebody actually does get sick and or die in a facility that you had this kind of marketing going out on. You could definitely be sued for sure. And if the FTC sees your marketing and advertising where you are making claims, and again, I'm going to remind you, it says to diagnose, mitigate, prevent, treat, or cure COVID-19. If you make those claims, then you had better have been approved and cleared or authorized by the FDA in your protocols and the solutions that you're using, okay? The other thing that it talks about is the FTC is wants to remind businesses it's illegal to advertise that a product can prevent, treat, or cure human disease unless you possess competent and reliable scientific evidence, including, when appropriate, well-controlled human clinical studies, substantiating that the claims are true at the time they are made. There currently are no vaccines, pills, potions, lotions, lozenges, or other prescriptions or over-the-counter products available to treat or cure coronavirus COVID-19. The FTC says that these companies must immediately cease making all such claims. So if you received a letter like this from the FDA, as I said before, you have 48 hours to tell the FDA and FTC what you're doing to address the issues that these agencies have raised. The letter also includes a reminder of the ramifications of violating the law. If a firm fails to follow through with immediate corrective measures, the FDA may take enforcement action, which could involve criminal prosecution. The FTC may seek a federal court injunction and financial remedies for consumers. So there's three things that the FDA says that you should think about if you're going to market for anything to do with COVID-19 right now or coronavirus. One, coronavirus related advertising claims will be subject to a lot of scrutiny right now by the FTC. They have a magnifying glass out on the marketplace to monitor coronavirus claims. Don't even think about marketing a product unless you can support your claim with sound evidence. Exercise caution in social media. Promoting your coronavirus-related product or service on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, etc. is advertising subject to the FTC Act. If you don't have solid scientific support, don't say it on social media. That is straight from the FTC and the FDA's website. So that means all you restoration companies out there that are saying preventative to coronavirus or COVID-19, you need to not be saying that because you don't have proof of that. You don't have testing that is going to clear those areas. You have to stop saying things like you have disinfected an area. Okay. Last night on a mastermind that we're in with amazing restoration contractors all over the US and Canada even, it was brought up, and I thought this was great, that they're actually marketing, this restoration company is actually marketing that they are applying a sanitizer. So they're applying a sanitizing agent. So that was a very interesting wording. So listen, guys, you've got to be careful out there and not think that you just have to want to jump in on this bandwagon and, make money right at the forefront. I think the prudent and smart thing to do right now is to sit back and observe and watch and see what's going on. Be there, educate yourself. Go to the RIA's website. In fact, they're doing coronavirus updates where they're doing some webinars. Get on social media, get on RIA's social media and reach out to them and make sure that you're signed up for these when they happen. Go to rnrmagonline.com. They have got a ton of great information on there where there's actually been some panels with the IRA, Ed Cross and such, and some other experts to find out and educate yourself about what's going on with this, how things are developing. Go to the CDC's website. I'm going there every single day right now and reading information so that I'm staying up on what the CDC is recommending, what they're saying, things that they're finding out about this. Again, this is a very fluid, volatile situation that is moving right now a lot. As I said, sometimes hourly things are changing. So be slow to react and quick to learn right now, okay? One of the biggest things you can do as a restoration contractor in your community, which I actually said on a live video just 4 or 5 days ago, I think it was last on like a Thursday when we were driving back across our state of Washington, which by the way, we're at the epicenter. This is where we live, where all of this is going on. And so, you know, if you're in the state, you could be feeling some of this pressure to run out there as a restoration company and just start helping people a lot more intense maybe than in other parts of the country. But I want to caution you to please be careful, okay? But as I said in the video a few days ago, and I'm going to say it again, one of the biggest things you can do as a restoration company to serve your community and help those is education. It is so vital that we have education right now for our communities so that they understand what it is that they need to do, how best to protect themselves, and maybe even better yet, what not to do. You know, don't have a company come in and pay somebody $1,000 to completely disinfect and sanitize your house against coronavirus. You can't do that. Because the second someone else comes into your home, you know, number one, you could be reinfected. Number two, there's no test right now for that. So again, that's as of the filming of this video, but please put out education to help your clients understand things, help educate them on what they can do to properly clean in their home, about dwell times and that sort of thing. So I hope you found this video valuable. I know some of you may not be happy when you watch this video and may think that, you know, I've just said some things here because of your marketing that you don't agree with, but I'm here to tell you this is what the FTC and FDA says. And by all means, go to their websites and look up this information that I just shared with you. If you have any educational things you've been doing in your community or marketing along this line that has been good and proper, please share them with me, comment below the video. I'd love to hear from you and hear what you're doing to help in your community. I think this is a time for all of us in this industry to come together and really be able to help out those who need us. I mean, there's over 300 million people in this country. How many of us are here as restoration contractors who really know what to do to help these people? So our country, the people in our communities need us now more than ever. So educate yourself, stay on top, you guys, of this, and get your news reports straight from either the president or the FTC, the FDA, and CDC, so that we are getting the right information. Okay, well, thank you so much for spending time with me. I want you to all be safe. Please take good care of yourself. Get lots of rest. Be drinking lots of water right now and taking care of yourself so that we can be here to help our communities through this. And I just pray that it's over and very soon. All right, on that note, please send me your questions and take care out there on the front lines. See you next time.